Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for a Friday edition of the Steel City Sports Report, where we talk all things Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates. I am your host, Brady Vini, and today's report includes the Pittsburgh Penguins will indeed be without their captain tonight. Russell Wilson not returning to the Pittsburgh Steelers has been confirmed. The announcement Steelers Nation was waiting for has been made, and more. As always, please be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into the first news story of the day. The Pittsburgh Penguins will indeed be without their captain tonight. The Pittsburgh Penguins are in Madison Square Garden tonight to take on the New York Rangers, but they will have to try to beat the Blue Shirts without their captain. As I said in yesterday's edition of the Steel City Sports Report, on Tuesday night against the New Jersey Devils, Penguins captain Sidney Crosby had his left arm caught in an awkward collision with two opposing players. Though Crosby was able to finish that game, he did not participate in practice on Wednesday and only practiced individually yesterday. It was reported that he was in full gear for this morning's skate, but according to head coach Mike Sullivan, Crosby will not be in the lineup tonight, putting the Penguins down both him and Evgeny Malkin. Sullivan said that the captain missing tonight's game, and most likely tomorrow's game against the Philadelphia Flyers, as, quote, taking it one day at a time. Oddly enough, this will be the first game Crosby will miss since the Penguins and Rangers met in the 2022 playoffs. This season, Crosby is once again the Pens' most irreplaceable player, leading the team with 58 points and 41 assists, and is also third on the team in goals with 17. According to line rushes from yesterday's practice, we will probably see the Penguins' leading goal scorer, Rickard Rakell, as the top line center. Should be interesting considering that Rakell has always been a winger and that he has only taken 44 faceoffs in 4 years in Pittsburgh. I think it's safe to say that we will not be seeing Sid until after the break, so Cap, rest up, and best of luck if you still participate in the Four Nations faceoff. Puck drop for tonight's Pens-Rags game is scheduled for 7 p.m., and it will be Alex Nedeljkovic in net for the Black and Gold, opposite Igor Shesterkin for the Blue and Red. Russell Wilson not returning to the Pittsburgh Steelers has been confirmed. Right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers currently have just one quarterback in Skylar Thompson under contract, so I think they are pretty much guaranteed to sign a starting caliber quarterback before the draft in April. Expectations all offseason thus far have been that one of last year's starters, whether that be Justin Fields or Russell Wilson, will return. In most reports, Fields has the early lead, but according to a new report from another NFL insider, one quarterback candidate has completely been eliminated, with the other still being a question mark. At Radio Row in New Orleans yesterday, Fox NFL Sunday analyst Jay Glazer went on the Fantasy Football Happy Hour with Matthew Berry and spoke about the Steelers a bit. To fill you in on how much Glazer's words are worth here, kind of like how Jerry Dulac of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette is viewed as the public talking head of Steelers owner Art Rooney II, Glazer is best friends with and is viewed as the public talking head of Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin. On that show, after saying that Wilson will not be going to the Las Vegas Raiders to reunite with Pete Carroll, nor will he be returning to the Pittsburgh Steelers, Glazer said, "I think you'll see a new start for Russell somewhere else. I got no idea. These guys are the Senior Bowl. I was texting with Mike Tomlin the other day. He's at the Senior Bowl. They can compartmentalize only so much. So Senior Bowl, right? And then all of a sudden, they have combine meetings, right? So they're going to start talking about free agency and what's out there, but I don't think they know who their starting quarterback's going to be yet." I did my best to form a full quote here from Glazer because he was kind of scattered with all his words, but he was almost dismissive of Justin Fields as well, but reversed course to this neutral answer. I believe that what Glazer is reporting is accurate. With Wilson having other plans for the Steelers' offense than Arthur Smith, or more accurately Tomlin, his favor with the head coach quickly soured. The end-of-season collapse, coupled with Wilson's age and a probable decline in play, screams that the Steelers need to move on. Russ, thanks for all you did, you're a nice guy, and best of luck wherever you end up. As for what Glazer nearly said about Fields not returning either, he has to still be the most likely starter for the Steelers next season. It's pretty much impossible to find a better option this offseason, as both the free agent quarterback market and the upcoming QB draft class are both extremely weak. We all saw improvement from Fields in all aspects of his game last year, and it would be way better to see him in a full season than to start over again by signing and drafting who? Sam Darnold and Jackson Dart? What do you think of Glazer's report? Do you believe the Steelers will move on from both Fields and Wilson? Let me know in the comments below. The Pittsburgh Steelers are unsurprisingly expected to make an offer to this running back. Speaking of players who should be brought back, the Pittsburgh Steelers are currently in a similar situation with their running back room as they are with their quarterback room. Najee Harris just wrapped up the last year of his rookie contract, and Jaylen Warren will be entering into the last year of his rookie deal next season. With Harris having his fifth-year option declined before last season, the future of the Steelers' running back room is uncertain, but Pittsburgh Post-Gazette reporter Jerry Dulac says that one of the two backs will soon be offered a new contract. In his most recent article, Dulac said that the Steelers are expected to tender a restricted free agent offer to Warren. The former Oklahoma State Cowboy was banged up and mainly used as a third down back last season, as in 15 games he had 511 rushing yards on 120 carries and 1 rushing touchdown, as well as 310 receiving yards on 38 catches. This is once again the correct move that the Steelers need to make. Warren, throughout his career so far, has been the more explosive back than Harris, and I think we are going to see him in a more featured role in the Steelers' offense next year. Warren partnering up with another explosive running back that we will probably draft, sign me up. The announcement that Steelers Nation was waiting for has been made. I am making zero guesses here when I say that Steelers Nation is one of the largest fan bases worldwide, and now a portion of the fan base is getting what they want. The announcement of the Pittsburgh Steelers playing in a regular season game overseas has been speculated for months now, and this morning it was made official. Your Pittsburgh Steelers are going back to where it all began, as they will be playing in the NFL's first ever regular season game at Croke Park in Dublin, Ireland. Early reports are saying that this game is expected to take place on September 28th in Week 4 of next season. Reports also confirm that the Steelers will be the designated home team, making their home and away games back here in the state even at 8, and that no opponent has been chosen yet, but early candidates are the Green Bay Packers, Buffalo Bills, Minnesota Vikings, or Seattle Seahawks. Though this will be the first regular season game played in Ireland, it will be the Steelers' second time visiting the Emerald Isle, having played the Chicago Bears there in the 1997 preseason. Of course, as everybody knows, the Rooney family, which has owned the Steelers since its creation, has deep Irish heritage roots, and former Steelers owner Dan Rooney served as U.S. Ambassador to Ireland from 2009 to 2012. Going a little deeper into the black, gold, and green connection, Ireland was granted branding rights for the Steelers in 2024 as a part of the NFL's Global Markets program, basically making the country European Pittsburgh. The Steelers playing in Ireland will be the 5th international market that an NFL regular season game is played in, following London, Germany, Mexico, and Brazil, and preceding Spain in 2025 and Australia in 2026. Get ready, Ireland. Sail in, Steelers, sail in. And finally, the Pittsburgh Steelers go 0-2 at NFL Honors. In New Orleans last night, the NFL Honors ceremony took place. At the ceremony, we got to find out which players and coaches earned individual hardware, who got special recognition for the acts they do off the field, and what legends will be inducted into this year's Pro Football Hall of Fame class. Heading into last night's festivities, only 2 Steelers were up for awards. Outside linebacker TJ Watt was a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year, and defensive lineman Larry Ogunjobi was the Steelers' nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Keeping it short, neither Steeler won. Watt and 3 other finalists were convincingly beaten out by Denver Broncos corner Pat Surtain II for DPOY, and Ogunjobi couldn't make it back-to-back years for a Steeler winning Walter Payton Man of the Year, as that award went to defensive lineman Eric Armstead from the San Francisco 49ers. Nonetheless, congratulations to Watt and Ogunjobi for being mentioned for their awards, and congratulations to all the other winners at NFL Honors. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up a Friday edition of the Steel City Sports Report. Again, please be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys back here on Monday with some more Pittsburgh sports news.